got church?
High Church, right here at Canonsburg UP Church, where you will find me, Kenton Klink, just a piano player. Al Barker. He's
the congregant.
We love him. And this is our pastor, Don Coleman.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Al. You all of a sudden recognize you are, wow.
You're all dressed up.
Like,
No, Mom. I talked to Mom this week, and she gave me.
She yelled at you.
She yelled at me. She said,
You know what,
you need to look a little.
Let me tell you
nicer in
something.
this video."
Now that we're having this conversation, my friend Cheryl,
Yeah.
who alternates between my sister and my mother, okay, she's going to say, I heard that conversation and you just had a sweatshirt on. She's going to say, now you get dressed up.
well, don't take the sweatshirt off, please.
Well, we'll see whether you listen to anybody next week, huh?
I can't remember where I'm on.
I think it's nice that the week of Mother's Day you talk to your mom.
No, I think you're lucky at your age, 60, almost 65,
Yeah.
to talk to your mom. Exactly. I think I was 47 when I got
There's a beautiful flower garden out in back of the building, and she took a picture of her Dad took a picture of her standing in front of all her pretty flowers, and it looked really nice. So I had to call her and tell her that her flowers looked nice.
Oh, but the flower, you didn't say anything about her, you just said the flowers.
Well, yeah.
Make him be nice to you,
Al, remind me of your mother's name.
Florence.
Florence, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you for bringing us out.
Absolutely.
What a gift
Absolutely.
it is to us and to our congregation and the community. Linda even thinks so every once in a while too. Saw her.
A little bit.
And I did.
It was her birthday yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Linda.
Yeah, happy birthday, Linda.
I also saw your wonderful daughter, Kimberly, and your, let me make sure this, not your youngest grandson.
Yes.
He's your youngest.
Nick.
Oh, that's right, because
Youngest grandchild.
he is your youngest
Nick
grandson.
is.
Okay. Nick is.
I like him.
Crazy to think he's your youngest. Wow.
Yeah. He's 4 now.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That Mother's Day luncheon downstairs for the
I know, it smells
daycare.
good. Wonder what they had.
Here's my deodorant. That's what,
You don't use deodorant.
oh, you'd know if I didn't use deodorant.
No, I know, but you.
I do. Anyway,
You're
I was just joking.
Yeah.
Anyway, very.
And you made me, you know what, because you're freaky like that, I read my deodorant can.
Did you?
Yeah, there's a little.
Did it change anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
You read it?
I read it.
Ingredients.
Oh.
I use deodorant not
Did you
in
put it on?
Well,
I just looked at it and put it away.
Alvin.
You just said you looked at it.
Alvin.
Yes.
Alvin.
Yes.
I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. You know, yesterday I cleaned house and did the laundry.
Very good. You did it all by yourself?
No. The cleaning girl came and my laundry came back. Yeah. It's all good.
Let's just say at this distance, we would know whether he used deodorant or not. And we're good. I'm saying we would know if you didn't.
Yes, you would.
And
in what ways you
we're
would.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I work up a good stank.
I apologize that I didn't get a chance to do anything with my breath before. Some blue cheese and some vinaigrette. I feel it a little bit. So
Where? In your mouth?
Yeah, I can feel it in my mouth.
I can't smell
Hopefully
it.
it's good. All right.
It doesn't transfer to the camera.
Does not try, but you guys are on this
Well, I
side.
can't smell it.
Okay.
And even if I could, I wouldn't tell you.
You just missed a conversation leading into this.
Which was?
Which do you remember? Al showed you something. You got a big
turkey.
smile.
Yeah, he got his turkey.
Got my first turkey today.
Yeah. Tom turkey.
Didn't even have to get off his. He sat on his front porch in his rocking chair, pulled out a stone, and just that was it. They're that numerous on your front lawn, right?
Oh, they're tricky. They're tricky.
Did Linda come out when she heard the gunshot?
She went home.
Oh. Good.
Back porch, front porch,
Front porch.
front porch. It's amazing. If I pull out a.
It was an ambush.
Was it?
Yes.
You were waiting on him?
Well, there was a couple. The whole story is there was a couple turkeys. And
Yep.
The gobblers always follow the hens because it's mating season right now, and the gobblers back there all fed,
he was all fluffed up.
fluffed up, showing off, and she got tired of it and she walked away and walked up to the road. And he's still back there showing off, and all of a sudden he says, what, she's not here anymore? Where'd she go? So he gobbled, and he says, where are you at? And she says, I'm way up here. And so he started walking around, and as soon as he came past the front porch,
kablam!
he was close enough.
You
Yes.
see, and did you apologize to the woman?
No, she was way up on the
I know.
She left. She wasn't interested.
Well, that's
She
true.
was done.
You know that. Well, yeah, but once they see them dead, they say, maybe I should have paid more attention to him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
don't know about the interpersonal relationships with
We
turkeys.
eat turkeys. Yeah.
And the woman is called a hen,
Yes.
and she doesn't have that.
No.
Okay, and she doesn't have this.
Right.
Okay.
The things you learn. The
Yeah.
things you learn.
Yeah. The more you know.
That's right. That's right.
You know what?
Sometimes the hens can have little teeny beards. Little ones, this big.
Oh, really?
Don't.
Women do?
Don't.
Sometimes.
Don't. So, hey, that was exciting. And let me tell you this. We had something tremendously exciting last night.
Yeah?
Yes.
Wait, I gotta wipe my eyes.
Tuesday night.
Here at church?
At church, yep.
Woo!
Down
That was close.
down the fellowship hall.
Yeah.
We welcomed in 7 new members.
Oh, it's so hard right now.
All freshmen, sophomore.
Oh, from the confirmation.
Confirmants. It was awesome. And one thing that we do a little bit differently with the confirmants, say, versus adult new members, is they actually share their faith journey with those assembled. So
We
we
get
did.
to have a potluck dinner?
We did. That's what I'm saying. We did.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited until I invited myself and I knew
Yeah,
that.
we should maybe we should extend that. Make it like a. The only issue is that some of them might have been a little more intimidated if they had if there were like 200 people there. But they will be in church next Sunday as we celebrate.
May
them.
17th.
Is it 17?
I think it is.
I'll trust you. Sure.
Well, because
I thought it was 18, but that's all right.
what today?
Thursday, Friday,
But we didn't say.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, we didn't say the date or where we are.
It's Wednesday, May the 7th, 2025.
2025 to be cool.
Sure.
And this is Canonsburg UB Church where we are.
112 West Pike Street.
Canonsburg, PA 15317, CanonsburgUBChurch.org, 724-745-0800. Ask for Bev. Tell her Kenton says.
She's already gone.
It's okay. She's there.
Anyway, we welcomed in 7 new members, confirmands. They shared their faith journey, and it was. I'll write about this today's email. Probably by the time, if you're not watching live, the email's already out. But it was amazing. I mean,
That's a lot.
7, and they got their share of their faith. Some of them.
How old are they?
So I think the youngest freshman 14, and
They're not all the same age.
they're not all the same age. So we used to run our confirmation program basically middle school,
Yeah.
Okay.
and we made a change a few years ago, and we really felt like developmentally that these kids would be better off if they were in high school, a little bit older. And so this is the first year we've run it like this. We're probably going to run this maybe every couple years, and we'll tweak it, learn some things we learn as we go. But they read through the Gospel of Mark. We looked at various Psalms and Proverbs. We actually went through the Old Testament with selections in reverse order.
This is over a
Over
period
the course of a year, yep.
Oh, a year?
Basically the school year, yeah.
Oh, school year.
Yep. We looked at the Apostles'
And then where did they do that at?
we did that, it was after, we did like 3 sections after the 11 o'clock service.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep. So we made a retreat, and then they presented their faith journey with a project that they did. I guess
Aiden Coleman did.
he was one of them. Yep.
Yeah.
So their ages are what?
So yeah, they were these ones. It was open basically to freshmen through seniors of high school. So 14 to 18 or so, and those that took part this year. We actually had three freshmen. There's one that I'm coming to mind. I can't remember what grade they were. We had a senior. So we actually had,
Yeah, great.
But
How was the food?
food was good. Food was what everybody brought.
Good.
So yeah, there was a smattering of everything. Lots of dessert.
Any of the kids get emotional talking about what they had to talk about?
So none of them were like overcome with emotion. But I'll tell you, some of us adults, there were adults who didn't have a child in this who were overcome with emotion by what was shared.
Oh, nice.
There was, I'll tell about, in today's evening, I'll tell about an image of one of them dressed up as a star in the Christmas pageant, which I thought was a beautiful image of what it's like to be on the back of someone else, their faith, how important it is for us, to be supportive and encouraging and a foundation for these kids and youth and others, adults as well, in their faith journey. It was pretty remarkable. One thing too, so get this. Several of them talked about their experiences in Vacation Bible School, Pine Springs Camp, and in worship. One of them that really struck me too is one of the students was a participant in the skits for Vacation Bible School.
Oh.
And they just talked about how meaningful that was to them. And that's something we did for the first time maybe 3 years ago. And it brought to mind even what you guys are doing in terms of making room for someone else to use their gifts and talents and watching them blossom and grow. And that's what people know.
That's what happened to me here.
100%. That's what happened for you 50 years ago, right?
51 years, yeah.
And everybody forgets that because everybody who was in leadership then is dead.
They're dead, yeah.
So nobody realizes that, wait, there was a time when Kenton was 15,
Exactly.
17, 18.
Yeah,
and someone
was
said,
an infant.
and someone said, hey, would you mind playing the piano? And you're like, well, I can't play it as well as old lady Rivers.
Right.
And they're like, well, just sit down and play.
Well, and truthfully, at that time, there was nobody else.
Okay.
And
You're shooting my story in the foot, don't you?
Oh, okay, sorry. The gentleman that called me to do something, to do a wedding in church, knew that I could play the specific song that he wanted to sing.
Yep.
It was the Lord's Prayer, and it was challenging for some pianists. And I had learned it as a 12-year-old.
Nice.
And that's what got me here. And then I came. Go ahead with your story.
I'll just say that happened for you, and one of the things that you're doing is doing it for others like Al. We come in here, Ken and I are usually at lunch and come in here, and Al's plunking away. Al is behind the woodshed, as we used to talk about it, working out some music, and in time, he'll share again. We just had a conversation at lunch with one of our members, Amanda, who's talking about singing this. We make room for people to use their gifts. They flourish, they grow, we grow.
Well, you know what? The more you serve, the more you know, the more you grow.
Yeah.
Well, like you were saying, the boy in the confirmation class who participated in the skits, I think he participated in anything. Instead of just sitting in a congregation and watching and listening, you be part of something. You put your hand up and you volunteer to do this and to do that. And
plus you know names of people that you wouldn't know any other way.
It's amazing how that grows your faith. Doing anything, teaching a class or going on a mission trip.
Or going to men's breakfast on a Saturday
men's
morning.
breakfast, and because sometimes you can talk and express your point of view about the verses that you read.
Yeah.
And every time you do that, it builds your faith.
You're right. You know, at our last men's breakfast, when we were talking about even having the men's breakfast, one of the guys commented, "This is unbelievable for me. This is unbelievable that this has happened at this church once a month." And I was really surprised at that reaction, that this is unbelievable that we're all gathering like this.
When you think about it, I think his point was, this is unbelievable that it has continued.
Yes.
There's lots of things that get started off and then they kind of fizzle out.
Well, this is
It's
growing.
It's
growing.
This Saturday, 8 a.m. I'll forget what time. I show up on time.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. class.
Yeah. 8 a.m. this Saturday. It's the second Saturday of the month.
Yeah.
Men's breakfast, and we have a great time. The food is delicious.
The 10th at 8 a.m.
Yeah, the 10th. The food is delicious, and it's cooked right here in our kitchen by two of the fellas who actually stay after and feed the women too. They come in afterwards, but there are more men coming out on Saturday mornings.
It's not.
That's for the women's brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women's brunch.
Right, sorry.
It's not a competition though.
No,
it's
not.
not a competition.
It's not, but it's just funny that on Saturday morning there's more men coming out than there are women.
Be one of the women.
Yeah, be one of the women. Come join their
9:45.
9:45. They eat too, so you know.
We like beating them in attendance.
What's that?
We like beating them in attendance.
Oh, we do. We do. Of course we do.
We need a few competitive women to.
But you know what? I have to say that when we sit down and talk on Saturday morning, there isn't a really high testosterone level in the room. You know, I don't think anybody's out there being macho. I think we're all pretty much settled into.
What's he trying to say?
I don't know. I always try to be macho.
I'm like, there's not a lot of testosterone in the
Yeah,
room.
I mean, there's kindness and not aggressiveness.
No, okay, there's good testosterone. Not testosterone doesn't mean you gotta be.
Oh, please, do not.
There's no toxic masculinity.
Split hairs. Yeah, that's right.
There
Oh my
you go.
goodness.
Yeah.
Was that a woke thing? Toxic masculinity.
There's kind of.
You're killing me.
You know what we're doing? You know what we're doing?
What?
We're trying to be like Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't act like a. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you know what? We always try to be like Jesus.
Trying.
And
some of us succeed better than others.
You preached. I was going to say you preached a real good sermon again on Sunday.
Okay. Do you remember what it was about?
Jesus.
Oh. And Al got
I know what it was about.
Al got a shout out.
Yeah, Al, you got a shout out.
Yeah.
You did at 11 o'clock. You got a shout out.
I forgot. So the record needs to say, if you only watch these and nothing else, last week I said these two guys, and we don't know their names.
And then I specifically questioned you.
Fact checked it, and he was right. Cleopas.
I wasn't right. I was just shocked that the Bible
I think
listed
in
two
my-
guys that were unidentified. One of them was totally unidentified.
What's
Oh, you want the Bible?
Yeah.
What's
I think in my
interesting-
King James, Cleopas.
Cleopas. But then it was
Right
H.
there.
Yeah, they're both. It's
Okay.
listed. Yeah. All the translations say the same thing.
But this one's so much better because
I believe that, sure, because James wrote it.
no, you know why?
So one thing that's interesting, Bridget brought this up after church on Sunday, and I believe I didn't
Look
look
at
into
all
this.
these words.
Oh yeah, they're in red.
Yeah, and what's that mean?
Mine's in red too.
What's that mean?
Every other verse is read.
Why is the verse red?
Because those are Jesus words.
Yes.
Yeah, but other translations do that too.
I don't care. I'm just worried about the King James one.
Anyway.
But just the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was written in Greek, but anyway. So
Hail Caesar. Beware the Ides of March. Et tu, Brute. Friends, Roman countrymen. Lend me your ears.
we come to
Your
bury
ears.
Caesar, not to praise him.
The good that men do is often turred with their bones. The evil lives on.
So let it be with Caesar.
Yes. Poor Caesar. Right on the steps.
You know, at fellowship between services
Yeah.
last week, I sat next to Ardith and Roy, and they both told me they watch the video every week. So
Yep.
hi, Ardith and Roy.
We're really sorry. That's,
Roy, I know if you're watching, you're laughing now because you know they're on me. Roy, you take care of them for me, will you? Will you, buddy?
he does. Roy took care of us the other day, but anyway.
I bet he did.
Oh,
He's a good man.
it's my last memory.
Your last memory?
Yeah,
Of what?
Kings.
Oh, Roy.
Mm-hmm.
He was your last meal at King's.
It might have been.
Oh.
Do you remember with you?
King's is closed down now.
Yeah.
We were there and he was there?
Wow, you such a Roy's generosity.
Oh, we bought our. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Thanks, Roy. King's
That
is
might
closed.
have been my last time there. I don't know for certain.
No, but we saw Roy last week in.
It's your church.
Right, but he was in Chico Bachella.
That's true too. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, he's a good man.
Yes. So We got a few more minutes.
Well, we can talk about however long we want to.
Well,
these
we can, but the video will only...
these limits that you're starting to put on this is way too much.
The bell part is playing this
Oh yeah, bells are ringing this weekend. Kids are singing. It's Mother's Day. Oh my goodness.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing special for Bridget?
That's a trick question.
She's not my mother.
No, but she's the mother of your children.
Right. So my children are doing something special for their
Are
mother.
you making sure your children are doing something? That's what fathers do.
Well, let me just tell you this. I got a message from one of my children. I can say this on here because she'll never watch it. But yeah, one of them sent me an image of something.
Man, yeah.
And they said, "Can you print this out, please?"
Oh.
Because I bought this with my own money.
With your own money? Wow, you have your own room at home too?
No. They bought this with their own money.
Oh.
The item. They're going to have to print it, but
for their mother?
For Bridget, yeah.
For Bridget.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's for Bridget. Whether it's for their mother or not, I don't know.
You still have your mother.
I do have a mother, yes.
So what are you doing for her?
No idea.
Do they have Mother's Day?
I love her.
Linda sent flowers to my mom.
Oh, that's sweet.
Maybe I should do that.
That's sweet. What? Send flowers
Yeah, I should, yeah.
to your mother?
That's a long way away, though.
You just
Think you'll get there in time?
no. Dude, you just call here and they call Canada.
Really?
Yeah, that's
They can do that?
Yeah. I've done it.
Don't tell me that. Then I have no excuse.
Across
You have no
country
excuse.
lines.
Huh?
Cross country lines.
Yeah. Now let me tell you something else. Speaking of money,
Can you send your mother
Put
flowers?
sheriff on it.
if I have them delivered to the cemetery, and I just bought flowers in memory of my family the 2 weeks before Easter.
Like forever ago. You were going to say something.
I just paid for them. That's what I remember. I was going to say something. You're right, but it's going.
Yes, can't you?
Yeah.
It was about your mother or flowers?
You should send your mother flowers. Yeah.
She won't watch this either. So
Yeah, well, but I know that. But you know too, you could FaceTime her too on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be something.
Yeah.
That's,
Because it's only fair.
I'll be up there in just a few weeks anyway.
I thought you weren't going anywhere until August.
Nah, I mean, I'm not going to get on a plane until August, but no, I gotta go spend time with my family in Canada. So in June.
Is it the reunion already? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Father's Day weekend.
Oh,
So I'll be down for Father's
but
Day.
you'll be here for your June 4th, right?
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
June 4th is my birthday.
Yeah, what day of the week is that this year?
Wednesday.
Oh, it happened.
No, I think it might be a Thursday. I don't know. I've got a meeting on
Alvin,
that
no, you don't.
day. I do.
No, Alvin's
I 100% do.
is coming up too.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
I
Don't
do
worry
have-
about it.
I do have some kind of a meeting.
You will never. You do not.
I do 100%. Yeah, see?
You know
See?
what? It's just does nothing for me.
I know. You
This
can't.
is
You don't
Wednesday.
understand. It's a yeah.
It's Wednesday. You don't
It's
make
in the morning.
plans.
It's in the morning.
All right.
It's a video conference, but it's a meeting.
All right. Well then you'll be here.
Anyway,
Tell them.
but next week is Al's birthday.
Yeah.
No.
No. 2 weeks.
Okay. Well,
The 21st.
Yeah, you're rushing things.
you know, by the way, okay. Speaking.
And you're going to be 65.
Yeah.
Speaking of birthdays, so
Yeah.
we got 2 weeks before that one.
Yeah.
We got 5 days before this birthday. Ready?
Ooh.
Pam Walker has her birthday on Monday.
I usually
If you are watching this, Pam will watch this. If you are watching
Send her a
this,
card.
send her a card, say happy birthday. We're not going to sing to her because it's not her birthday on Sunday, but Monday is her birthday.
Yeah.
Tell her happy birthday. We're so grateful for her ministry
Yeah.
here, her visitations,
Yeah.
her cards.
I wouldn't want to do her job.
She's wonderful, so important.
Yep.
We just did her annual review, and she's really disappointed. I'm kidding. It was
Does anybody
wonderful.
get a bad review?
Well, some people get a bad review, but
You're acting
do
like
other
mine.
people get a bad review? No. But anyway, so thank her, celebrate her on Monday or leading up to it.
65?
I have no idea, and I would not ask. So don't ask.
63.
She's going to be a year old enough to have
62
children.
or 63.
So I don't know.
I'm surprised because she certainly doesn't look in her 60s at all.
Whatever age she is or is not,
Oh, please. Don't get around it. You just said her birthday. She's going to be...
I don't know how old she is.
She's going to be so old. Not so old, but so many years old.
Sure, whatever that is. She's you know,
It's
she's wonderful.
important what the number is.
Well, then ask her.
We'll go with 62.
Hmm?
We'll go with 62.
I think 62 is right.
She doesn't look. If I look
Oh,
at
my
it for 62, although if she's less than 62, you're both in trouble.
Oh, no,
I
she's
can
not.
tell you.
She's not.
Anyway, she's gonna see this now. Somebody's gonna send this to her.
Oh, probably.
Oh.
You know who? I told Beverly to watch. You know, so.
This Sunday we've got bells ringing. Al, thank you very much.
Yes.
We've got cherub singing.
And somebody's going to see Jesus.
Somebody's gonna see. You want to know who it is?
Yeah.
Somebody is what?
Somebody's going to see Jesus.
This is another one.
After his resurrection.
After his resurrection.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm sorry. You're fast.
who are some of the people who come to mind? Obviously, we've done with Mary,
Mary.
and we had Cleopas and his friend on the road to Emmaus. Who's someone else that comes to mind? Like if there's it's a
Timothy.
name. Close.
Who did you say?
Timothy.
Oh.
Close.
Peter.
Close. You were close.
Thomas.
Ding ding.
That's what I meant to say.
Thomas.
That's what I meant to say.
Thomas.
But isn't that happens when Jesus joins them in the upper room and Thomas doubts.
I think it's a different upper room, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you. Go ahead.
Thomas doubts.
Let me tell you, man. You wanted to see. I don't know if it's going to show up in the sermon. I wanted it to. I don't think I can make it in there. I don't think it's going to fit. Caravaggio, famous painter, okay, does a painting called The Incredulity of Thomas.
Okay.
This painting is phenomenal.
Is it?
Jesus is there, okay?
You can put it up on the screen.
I don't know if it's going to fit in the sermon, like where I'm going with it and stuff like that. It's,
Just put it up there and make people wonder.
I could do that. I could do that. So imagine this. You want to be Jesus here? So I'm Thomas, right?
Yeah.
You're standing there, all right? And my finger is in your side, and you are putting it there.
Okay?
And you look at, there's so much going on in this.
Making you touch it.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much on in this painting. You know, Jesus is in light,
This is
Thomas
where
is
the
shadow. Yeah. So this painting is a reflection of that story. It's fascinating. Look it up. Caravaggio's The Incredulity of Jesus, or of Thomas. It's a fascinating painting. It has. You could spend a long time looking at that and considering what is going on in this moment. Yeah. The fact that Jesus is the one, you know, and Thomas is. I mean, it's part of it's too. It's a little bit. It's like in there.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. See how it's in? I mean, it's in his side. Yeah, you got all these pop up.
There you go.
You know, it is a fascinating and the lights, the way Caravaggio is a painter of lights. You see how Jesus is lit and Thomas is kind of in the shadow but coming into the light as he encounters this. Isn't that something? Look it up. If you made it this far in the video, look
I
up.
think you got to put that up on the screen.
You think so? I mean, it's
dark though. I don't know if people see it, but that's
Does
a really
it
good.
describe that in the Bible that Jesus grabbed?
no, it does. It's an interpretation of it, but I think it's yeah.
Well, it's also funny that if you look and see that there's light on their faces, where's this light coming from?
Yeah.
So
There's a lot going on in the painting. There's a lot going on in the story, and I think we'll have a chance to go maybe in some places that you might not imagine. So,
well, I think Thomas' story is a good one.
yeah, it's a great one.
Because how many people use their doubts as an excuse not to come to church?
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I doubt it, so I'm not coming.
Yeah.
So you're not going to learn about your doubt or not.
Yeah, let me tell you, there's room.
There certainly is. There's room for more.
We're about
There's
to.
room. There's a great hymn of faith called "There's Room at the Cross for You."
For you.
And
God Church?
Get church right here at Canonsburg UP Church, where we will love you, we will teach you, and Al will bake you a pie.
Stick around for some music. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
I don't know. We'll